Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible to all of you. So, welcome to the introduction session for the upcoming TNPSC ADTCP examination. So, today, what are we going to discuss is primarily about the exam, have an overview of the syllabus, the pattern of the examination, marking scheme, important dates, a detailed discussion on the syllabus, and the preparation strategy. And I would also request you all to wait till the end, as we also have a surprise giveaway for the students who are attending this live webinar today. So if you see, there are 4 vacancies in all for this post of Assistant Director of Town and Country Planning, where the pay scale would be of level pay 22 for this post. As far as the pattern of the examination or the syllabus, nature of the papers is concerned, the syllabus is divided into two. One is your paper 1, which consists of part A and part B. So under paper 1, part A, it will be a Tamil eligibility test where your basic language knowledge about the Tamil language will be tested, and the level of difficulty for this would be of a 10th standard level, SSC standard level. Under part B of paper 1, you will have questions related to general studies, which are going to be of a degree standard, and aptitude and mental ability, which is again going to be of SSC standard. And in paper 2, this is your technical paper where you will be asked questions related to town planning, civil engineering, and architecture for this post. So under town planning, the questions, the level of difficulty of questions will be that of a postgraduate level. And for civil engineering and architecture, the level of difficulty would be that of your graduation level. Now, if we see the marking scheme or the pattern, in your paper 1, part A, that is your Tamil eligibility test, is only of qualifying nature. So when your final selection is going to happen, in that the marks you get in part A of paper 1 will not be counted. So here you only need to qualify this part A of paper 1, where you need minimum 60 marks. That is 40% of total of 150 marks. So if you have 60 marks or more than 60 marks in this part A, then only your part B of paper 1, that is general studies paper, and paper 2 will be taken for correction or checking. Okay. So here part A is only of qualifying nature. Your part B that is there of paper 1, you have general studies related questions, which will be around 75 questions of again degree standard difficulty, and you will have 25 questions that will be of aptitude and mathematics, basically again your 10 standard level difficulty. So this adds up to a total of 100 questions for 150 marks, and the entire duration of paper 1 is 3 hours. Coming to paper 2, now they have clearly mentioned that how much weightage they are going to give to which topic in paper 2. So for town planning, you have 60% weightage for town planning, 25% weightage for civil engineering, and 15% weightage for architecture related questions. So in this, like I mentioned earlier, town planning is going to be of post-graduation level difficulty. Your civil engineering is going to be of degree standard level difficulty, and architecture again is also going to be of degree standard level difficulty. So here you are going to have 200 questions, again of 300 marks and total of 3 hours. So when your final marking is going to be done, this part B marks will be counted, entire paper 2 marks will be counted, and your interview marks, that is 60 marks for interviews and record checking. So all these 3 will be added up. So here you have 150 marks of part B, 300 marks of paper 2, that adds up to 450, plus another 60 marks, that makes it 510. So your total marking will be of 510, and again in this you need to get minimum 240 marks. Okay, that is the minimum qualifying mark or benchmark that the commission has set for this. Now, those of who have not yet filled the form, please do go and fill it before 14th of June 2024. Your written paper 1 would be held on 28th of July, and your paper 2 would be held somewhere between 12th to 16th of August. So they have not yet given the detailed, the exact date, but they've mentioned that it would be updated on the website of the commission. So please go fill up the form at the earliest if you're applying for this exam. Now coming to the detailed syllabus. If you see here, they have clearly mentioned what kind of syllabus is there or what kind of topics are you expected to study. So if you just look at this unit 1, Introduction to Planning, Scope and Content. Basics of planning is something that is expected, like what is a regional plan, master plan, right? Multi-level planning, regional planning. Along with that, if you see some various case studies, growth models related to planning. Now, here you see these as parts of what you learn at your post-graduation level, right? Even planning theories and techniques. In this case, disjointed incremental mode of planning, something that we do a detailed study at your PG level or PhD level as well. Blueprint and process mode, normative versus functional mode of planning, etc. Or simulation models, Delphi model. All of these would be required to be known by a candidate. Urban sociology, economics, geography, theories and applications. So here you're expected to know what are the basic structures of society, urban, rural communities, then ecological processes in Indian cities, what are the economic developments or theories again related to economics like multiplier effect, economies of scale, what are various land use determinants, local dynamics of urban land use, right? Along with, now here these, if you see, are all basics of planning. You take urban planning as a field. These are the basics that you're going to find anywhere. Along with that, you need to also know about urbanization in India specifically and more detailed about Tamil Nadu as well, because this examination is for the respective state, right? Environmental issues, right from your environmental impact assessment to what are various upcoming concepts like eco-cities, compact city, sponge city, your IGBC rating for larger towns, what are various environmental policies, the Environment Protection Act, basic concepts, again, all related to planning, urban infrastructure, network planning issues. Here you need to know about infrastructure or urban infrastructure at a city level at a larger scale, primarily. So you know how the networking is done, placement, network options, effective system analysis, all of these factors along with all your codes, norms and standards, right? Plus, what kind of infrastructure development model is going on currently across India as well as in the state of Tamil Nadu, where in some cases you have public-private partnership or likewise. Project formulation and implementation, a basic CPM PERT, understanding your cost-benefit analysis, social cost-benefit analysis, what kinds of projects are there, the project cycle, all of these, plus what is happening at the state level, Tamil Nadu transparency in tender rules, planning legislation and legal framework, basically all the acts and bylaws or the upcoming acts that are related to planning, along with the current ones, even what has been there in the past history, right? So even your Municipality Act, Corporation Act, Tamil Nadu Urban Local Body Act, what is the Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation, Resettlement Act, What is your Constitutional Amendment Act, 73rd, 74th Constitutional Amendment Acts, very, very important from a planning perspective. So these are also you are expected to know, right? So acts at the national level as well as the state level are very important. Tamil Nadu RERA Act, all of these, your building control rules, building development rules, Street Vendors Act, etc. Traffic transportation planning, basics of transportation planning. What are the various surveys, origin destination survey, for example, or what are the basic concepts, what is trip generation, trip distribution, modal split, etc. is something that you're expected to know. Remote sensing and GIS, again, techniques in planning. What is remote sensing, what is GIS, what are the tools you can use for these, right? Study of all of that, digitization of spatial data, what analysis can be done using this technology, etc. And what are the latest trends in planning, or what are the issues that are there in planning. So right from various ongoing schemes like your Amrit mission, Swachh Bharat mission, or Smart Cities mission, Rurban mission, etc., to name a few. All of these are something that you should be aware of. Along with that, various plans, local area plan, town planning schemes, various tools for town planning, right? What is land pooling, etc., is something that you need to be know in with respect to part of town planning. And even though what I would like to tell you is, even though these seem easy when you read, but the level of questions that are asked are going to be difficult. Okay, because this is what they're saying, the town planning questions are going to be of PG standard, so the difficulty level is going to be of a postgraduate level. Keep that in mind. Coming to the civil engineering syllabus, here your basics of building construction is something that you need to know. What are various materials that are there in construction, what are their properties, what kind of tests can be done for these materials, etc. Along with that, again, what are the techniques, what are the various joints, etc., what are the terminologies of construction. Your basic engineering surveys plus town planning, urban engineering, construction management. Here, basics of surveying and leveling, right? So at for architecture students, there is this subject of surveying also at bachelor's level. So what you learn over there, right? What is surveying? What are the tools that we use? What is total station? What is GPS, etc.? All of that is need to be known. Again, construction management, some parts are already repeating in like in your postgraduate level town planning. What is estimation? What is valuation? All of that. Coming to then strength of materials. Your basic building structures. What is stress? What is strain? What is shear force, bending movement, right? What is short column effect, long column effect, trusses, bending moment, etc. is what you need to be knowing. Yes, along with that, again, shear, compression, torsion, pre-stressed concrete, all of these are important. Then coming to geotechnical engineering and pavement design. So from your road design perspective, also is something that you need to study, right from properties of soil to drainage and maintenance of roads to design and construction of roads, right? Both bituminous as well as concrete. What is WBM, water-bound macadam? Important terms in bituminous road making is something that you need to be aware of. Various footings, isolated footing, combined footing, etc. Then hydraulics, water resources, water supply, and environmental engineering. So basic water management or water supply network, right? Right from the basics. So right from theory of Bernoulli's equation to the pipe networks, concepts, etc. and also what is the water condition or resources for Tamil Nadu, what are their water policies, how are they dealing with the floods, or what are they doing for the drought management, into so much of details. Then wastewater collection, design of sewers, etc. What should be the solid waste management strategy? What are you doing at the industrial level? Right? How is the water supply to rural level? What are the water treatments that are being done? Collection of wastewater, etc. Then coming to the architecture part. Here, if you see, this is your basic details again that we study at your graduation level in architecture. So right from understanding your Indus Valley civilization, or rather I would say all river valley civilizations, how these human settlements have formed, right? Evolution of various planning theories, right from Patrick Giddis's Giddisian triad to neighborhood concept to Ebenezer Howard's garden city concept. All of these plus your development control rules, various issues in planning. Then you are also expected to know concepts or basics of urban design, housing, and conservation. So right from what is urban design, what is the basics, the historic form or the history of urban design, how urban design has evolved over a period of time. So right from ancient period to medieval period to modern period, what are the temple towns, right? Because you have Madurai, etc., which are prominent examples of Indian urbanism and temple towns, right? Various theories, let's say Kevin Lynch's theory of imageability, or what is genius loci, collective memory, Aldo Rossi's theory of artifacts, Jane Jacobs' eyes on streets, right? All of these concepts need to be known. Even in terms of housing, what are the housing standards, housing design, site planning, process of housing, what is the government's role with respect to housing. In conservation, again, you need to understand the basic concepts first. What is the process of conservation in India? Role of various agencies like Archaeological Survey of India or INTAC, various policies, various acts that are ongoing with respect to conservation in the country, what is being done or which are the important heritage structures at the state level for Tamil Nadu. Then coming to environmental studies, site planning, and your landscape. So again, in this also, you are expected to know about the basics of environment, ecosystem, biodiversity, site planning, right? Along with little bit of your landscape also, plus climatology, study of microclimate, in landscape detail right from the history to various types of landscapes, Italian, Japanese, Renaissance, Mughal, site planning, what are the different lightings, what are the different urban open spaces, etc. that can be there. Okay, I hope this is clear for all of you. Now coming to the general studies part. So till now, till here, we've completed the technical part. Moving ahead with the general studies degree standard, they've divided it again into 10 units where you are supposed to be aware of the basics that we study till 10 standard and little beyond. Right? So right from what is your acids, bases, salts in general science, some concepts of physics, mechanics, what is scientific knowledge and scientific temper, what are living organisms, evolution, human diseases, which virus causes which disease, or which disease is caused by a virus or a bacteria or a fungi. You know, knowing these basic concepts from an exam perspective is important. Current events, what is happening in the country and in the state at this present moment with respect to the politics, geography, economics, science, as well as prominent personalities in these fields. Plus knowing about important personalities from history, sports, books and authors is important. Coming to geography of India, again, basic physical features, physical geography, the monsoon, rainfall, weather, climate, water resources, rivers in India, rivers in Tamil Nadu, the forests in Tamil Nadu, right? Social geography, kind of distribution of people, disaster management. We see floods in Chennai, right? What are the solutions, causes, etc. for it? History and culture of India. Now, with this, they also expect you to know of Tamil Nadu, the history of Tamil Nadu, right? Right from Indus Valley civilization till your Mughals, Marathas, and even the British period. The socio-cultural history, Indian culture, what is meant by India as a secular state, Indian polity, what is the Constitution of India, what are its features, what are these basics of what is a union executive legislature, local government, panchayati raj system, right? How is the election commission, judiciary of India different or separate from your executive and legislature? What is the parliament? What is Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha? What is the role of president, prime minister? How are they different? Right? All of this is important. What are your fundamental rights and fundamental duties as a citizen of this nation? Is also something important that you should know. Basics of Indian economy, 5-year plans, sources of revenue, Reserve Bank of India. What does RBI do? What is the repo rate? What is reverse repo rate? Basic concepts, right? Fiscal and monetary policy. What kind of policy does RBI make? What is the Finance Commission? Now, Finance Commission, its role, what is GST? How does that work? Right? The industrial agricultural growth, social problems. Again, a detailed study about the Indian national movement, along with an emphasis also on various prominent leaders and what is happening in Tamil Nadu, various movements, right? Plus history of Tamil society, Tamil literature, Sangam literature, where the oldest literature that we have, right? All of this, plus what is the Dravidian movement, right? Self-respect movement that took place in Tamil Nadu. All of these are important. Development administration in Tamil Nadu. How is the state government functioning, right? What is the human development indicator? What are the political parties' welfare schemes at the state level? What is your education and health system, geography of the state, which is again impacting your economy? Plus e-governance, fact, which is a new concept, not a new, but a very important concept from an administrative perspective. And the last part, again, your mental ability and aptitude, right? So basics of HCF, LCM, ratio proportion, what is simple interest, compound interest. So all of this is your numerical aptitude or numerical ability. All of this logical reasoning, visual reasoning is a part of your reasoning and logical reasoning, right? So all of this is something that you are expected to know. So this aptitude is going to be of your SSC level, your 10th standard level. The rest is going to be of degree and postgraduate level. So now in this case, what should be my strategy? So if you see, actually, the commission itself has given me an easy strategy by where I can weigh these subjects on the basis of what commission is saying. 60% my priority should be planning, 25% civil engineering, and 15% focus on architecture, right? So if I may look at this here, let's say we start from tomorrow. Today is 19th of May. We start from tomorrow. I can give the next 2 weeks for planning, And parallelly, what I need to do is start with preparation for paper 1. Okay, the general studies part. So let's say from Monday to Friday, I focus on revising these new concepts. Now you have to understand that you are not learning these concepts for the first time. You are now focusing on them from the exam perspective and what is important, right? So let's say from Monday to Friday, we focus on understanding these subjects and preparing for them. Use your Saturday, Sunday, weekends to revise, as well as maybe in case, let's say you had planned to do some XYZ topic on 24th of May and you could not complete it. Half of it is left. You can do that on either of these 25th or 26th and finish, right? Same the next week, focus on the planning topics along with paper 1 and revise in the next week. For the month of June, now entire June also you can focus on planning, because if you see the syllabus is vast along with a difficulty level or topics that are of post-graduation level. So you need to have a little bit of in-depth knowledge in this case, right? So parallelly go for paper 1, okay, because paper 1 marks are very important. They are going to define your overall score. Yes, and same here, use the entire weekends to revise. Coming to July, you can take another week of July also for planning, and then the next 2 weeks, that is from 8th to 19th of July, you can focus on your civil engineering part and give 1 week for architecture, which is more than enough, because if you see here, you only need to know basics of environment, urban design, or landscape, etc. Right? The detailed subjects like history, etc., are not there in architecture part, right? So once you have this in mind, again give your parallel study for paper 1, because on the 28th you have your paper, right? Paper 1. So 2 months you are parallelly also studying for your paper 1. It's not that you're ignoring paper 1. Now, once your paper 1 is complete, right? What you can do, use the next 3 days to complete any pending topic from these, the planning or civil engineering part. And from 1st of August, start with your rigorous revision till your 11th August. Right? And if let's say your exam is on 16th, you have additional 4 days. If your exam is on 12th, then still you have ample amount of time for revision. You have around 10 to 11 days for revision, which is very good, because the more you revise, the more you will remember or recall during the exam. Okay? And to help the students, where we had received a lot of messages and calls from students regarding guidance for this course, we are launching our live online course right from tomorrow, where it would be a total of more than 120 hours of live classes. We would be having classes daily from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And the batch starts right from tomorrow, that is 20th of May. So as far as the details of this program are concerned, you will be having live classes. In case if you miss any live class, you will be getting an access to the recording, till which you can revisit and review any number of times till the date of the exam. So the recordings are accessible to you till the date of the exam. We will be covering your entire technical syllabus, that is your architecture, planning, and civil engineering. We would also be providing only resources, okay, in PDF formats for paper 1. The classes would be conducted by faculty who've completed or who have cleared various government exams as well as GATE exam. Plus, we would be also having MCQ practice questions based on the syllabus and pattern of TNPSC examination. So the pricing for this is not 16,000, it is 7,999. But like I mentioned earlier, we have a giveaway for all of you who are here with us for this webinar today, right? So I will come to that in a bit. Now, along with all of these, we would also be having some interactive sessions with students of Exam Assure who have been selected, or I would say qualified, and are holding posts today as ADTCP in the Tamil Nadu government. These are our students who had qualified the 2022 examination. So we would also be inviting them to conduct a session with you where you could also ask your doubts and get more clarity with respect to your preparation. So at the end of this course, what you will get is something right from this chaotic state to more of a clarified state of mind and more sorted way out for your preparation. So the launch offer is 7,399, which is only for the first 20 minutes. And to avail this, you can scan this QR code and use this coupon code that is crack now once you go on the link. So this is only for the first 20 students who would be enrolling and available for the first 20 minutes. We start with our batches tomorrow for this course. In case anybody has any queries or anything, you may please feel free to ask, or any doubts. Yes, I've already shared the syllabus for paper 1. Also, let me tell you that once you have qualified even the written exam and you have the interview call, we would be conducting your interview guidance session where we would have an interactive session with a senior officer who has been working or who has worked, I would say, in the state and has a vast range of experience. So he would also be guiding you. In case anybody has any queries, may please feel free to ask. We would be providing you with sources to study for general studies, that these are your list of reference books, or these are the PDFs of reference books. That is what we would be providing. What we would be teaching in detail is your technical syllabus of town planning, architecture, and civil engineering. We would not be teaching Tamil for paper 1 part A, but what we would be having a guidance session for the Tamil language preparation as well. Along with that, we would also be conducting various sessions with students of Exam Assure who have qualified this exam earlier. So as far as the eligibility criteria was concerned, you need to have a postgraduate degree. If you have a postgraduate degree, then there is no need of an experience. But if you have a graduate degree, you need a minimum of 2 to 3 years of experience in the field of town planning, as per the commission. So candidates with only bachelor's degree and without any experience would not be eligible to apply for this post. So this offer is available to you only for the first 20 students and 20 minutes. So you can scan this QR code, and also the link for the same is put in the chat box. You can click on that and enroll, where you can use this code CRACK now to avail the launch offer. Also, if you see, the syllabus is quite vast. Yes, it is vast, but we have already done this before, and our students have also qualified and are on the posts as of today. So we have that idea of how to cover your syllabus. So don't be worried as to how will my syllabus be covered or how will it be completed, etc. Okay. So all the students who wish to enroll may please do so. In case if you have any more queries or any doubts regarding any preparation or regarding even this course, you can get in touch with our team on this number 76317 66140. Okay, you can get in touch with the Exam Assure team on this contact number. Also, if you are a old Exam Assure student, please do message us personally. We would help you out regarding this course. Also, candidates who are a bit worried about general studies, as I can see in the chat also, that what about general studies? How do I prepare for it? So yes, I do agree the syllabus for general studies is very vast. So that is why you need to start preparing right from now, because that is going to help you score better in your final score. The difference between the first ranker or the second, third, fourth one is what your general studies marks are going to define. Yes, like I said earlier, we will be conducting live classes and you will be getting a recorded lecture also of this live class after the live class. So you can attend the live class. In case if you miss the live class, you can access the recording till the date of the exam. So anybody has any more queries, please put them in the chat box. You can type them, or even if you remember some query or have a query later on, even after this session, you can note down this number. You can get in touch with the Exam Assure team and we will be there to help you. Yes, the study material for general studies that would be provided is specially curated for this exam. Okay. So as per what the syllabus mentions, only that is something that we would be recommending you, not everything under the sun that usually happens for competitive examinations. So it would be more based on what is the requirement, right? So like we discussed, when we discussed the general studies syllabus, they are clearly mentioned what all do you need to know in detail, right from your basics of sciences to your let's say the history of Tamil Nadu, Dravidian movement, etc. So all of that would be shared with you. Also, the previous candidates who had qualified this exam, students of Exam Assure who have qualified this exam, we would be inviting them as well. So when as students, you whatever doubts you have regarding preparation or how should the approach be, etc. So you can get that clarity from them. You can have that interactive session also with them. So as we begin tomorrow, only for the first 20 students, this code is applicable. You can scan this QR code to enroll for the course and use this code for now. Yes, we have another 5 to 10 minutes, I would say, as we already have a few enrollments for the same. Yes, so we already have 10 to 12 enrollments for this. Okay, we have another one, 13. Yes. So we have a few more seats left in case if you want to enroll, you may do it now. We start from tomorrow. We would also be sharing your detailed class schedule and the process of how the class is going to progress in the next few days. All of that would be shared with the students who enroll. Yes, you would also be having test series. So as in when you finish a subject, right? Let's say today we are studying conservation. So once conservation is done, questions related to that would be given to you for solving for your preparation. Yes, even if you have doubts, Hari is asking if I have any doubts from seeing the recorded session. Can I clarify those during my next online class, or is there an exclusive forum for that? So, Hari, uh, for whatever doubts you may have, firstly, you can ask the faculty there itself in the live class one. If not, you can ask them in their next class. Okay, let's say suppose I'm teaching you urban design and conservation. So if I've finished teaching urban design and tomorrow you have a doubt in urban design, now urban design subject is complete, but I would also be teaching you conservation. So in conservation class also you can ask me for your urban design doubt, no problem. Also, other than this, okay, let's say that we finish the batch by your July, okay, first week of July, we finish with your batch. Even after that, till the date of exam, till 12th, 16th August, in case if you have a doubt, what you can do is get in touch with your group admins in the WhatsApp group that we would be adding you in once you enroll. Right? Once you get in touch, they will be putting you in touch with the respective faculty for the respective subject, and your doubts will be solved. Okay? I hope, Hari, that answers your question. Yes, and don't worry, we will be covering town planning plus civil engineering plus architecture. We have done that already for your 2022 examination as well. Okay, so don't worry, don't be stressed that what do I do with civil engineering? I've completed my bachelor's in architecture or in planning, and I have no idea about the other two fields. So we will be covering that. Don't worry, leave that to the team of Exam Assure. Okay, in case if you have any queries, please do ask me in the chat box or get in touch with us on this number, right? We have the last 3 seats that are remaining now before we stop this code. So in case if you want to enroll, please do it now. This is valid only for the first 20 students, 20 minutes. Yes, we have the last 3 seats left now. Otherwise, you would have to enroll at the base price that was already discussed. So this is your exclusive launch offer for attending today's session and to help you students. Okay, so I think I've cleared most of the doubts that you had, right from Mitali's doubt of teaching Tamil to Reshma's query regarding all the 3 subjects. So thank you everyone, and we will see you tomorrow. Remember, in case even if you have any further doubts regarding the preparation, please feel free to contact us on this number, and our team will be there to help you. So thank you and wish you all the best.